What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Adidas ZX or ZX 2K Boost in the Cloud White and Solar Red colorway. First off, a huge thank you goes out to Adidas Canada for sending me over this pair. The ZX or ZX, for all my Canadian viewers out there, 2K Boost is inspired by the heritage ZX runners from Adidas's past, but updated for a modern day take. This pair retails for $150 US or $180 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe is Cloud White, Solar Red, and Blue. So although historically the ZX or ZX line was meant for performance and for running, this silhouette, however, is purely a lifestyle model. Taking a deep dive into the shoe, the upper is predominantly constructed out of this white colored mesh. On the toe box, you can see we have these perforations found throughout, and then overlaid on either side, we have this white colored TPU. This helps to give you some added structure and support for the sides of the shoe. And then on the sides of the shoe, we have these translucent overlays, which covers the open mesh underneath. Running down the center of the shoe where the eyelets are, here we have more of that white colored TPU, and the eyelets for this pair is done in this blue colored string. Below this, we have the Adidas 3 stripes, which is done in this gradient-like finish. And then moving towards the back end of the shoe, we have some added structure and support on the back heel as a result of this synthetic leather overlay. Above this, we have additional blue colored TPU support with the Adidas Trefoil logo in the center, and this is accented with a solar red colored pull tab. For the laces, these come with a rope style lace done predominantly in white with hits of reflective 3M, and then underneath this, the tongue itself is connected to the rest of the shoe in this one-piece booty-like fit. So the tongue is constructed out of that same white colored mesh, and at the very top we have this padded tag, which is done in this solar red colored fused material, and it's finished off with Adidas branding in the center. So as I mentioned earlier, the tongue is connected to the rest of the shoe. So you can see you slip into the shoe through this opening, which has a little bit of stretch, but overall this opening was pretty generous and pretty wide, so I had no issues getting my foot inside. Taking out the insoles, these come with your standard black colored Adidas insole, and we have Adidas branding on the heel done in solar red. The upper of the shoe sits atop this full-length Boost midsole. This Boost is colored in two different colors and is visible on the forefoot before gradually changing to a solar red in the middle. The Boost on the heel is actually contained within this TPU wrap, which is again done in that solar red color, and on the lateral side only, we have Adidas branding underneath the heel in white. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your outsole, which is primarily done in this black colored rubber. We sort of have this articulated finish to it, which helps to give you flexibility, but the rubber is cored out from the middle to the back heel, exposing the Boost cushioning found within the midsole. I'm sure a lot of you watching are wondering, how do these fit? And overall, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. Adidas Canada sent me these guys in a size 10, and overall I'd say that they are a little bit on the roomy side. So getting these in my true size, I'd say that there's about a thumb's width between the top of the shoe and the top of my foot. And I think ideally, I probably would have gone down a half size to give me a more snug and one-to-one fit. The mesh they use for this pair is not prime knit, so it doesn't have that same stretchy sock-like feel, and instead the shape that you see is pretty much the shape that it's gonna be. So like I said earlier, this opening part was pretty generous and pretty roomy, so this part also wasn't really hugging my foot either. So if you're the type of person that prefers more of a generous, roomy fit, then you might be able to go true to size. I personally feel like going a half size down would be the better bet. Next up, in terms of comfort, so this is the one area that this shoe really surprised me. This pair, I gotta say, is very comfortable, and it's probably one of the most comfortable Adidas lifestyle silhouettes in a long time. Straight out of the box, you can really feel the softness and the responsiveness of the Boost. And I really liked how the heel is wrapped in this TPU, which gives it a little bit more containment, so that while it still gives you a ton of cushioning and softness, it's not gonna be overly sloppy, and it's gonna give you that energy return and bounce back that you want. On the other hand though, the forefoot area, this Boost is not contained. So comparing the forefoot to the back heel, the front portion definitely felt a bit more sloppy and a little bit more unstable. Finally, quickly touching upon the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair. Quality-wise, the materials were pretty basic, nothing special, nothing premium at all. But in terms of how the shoe was actually put together, I had no issues. This was pretty standard, and I had no complaints to note. So with all that being said, now let's lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. This shoe has a ton of good things going for it. Most of all, I gotta say the cushioning is the #1 selling point. If you're looking for a lifestyle or a casual use sneaker that's gonna feel very nice on feet, this is definitely a shoe you wanna try on. But with that said though, I feel like the materials on the upper, specifically the mesh, I would have preferred something a bit more stretchy, a bit more sock-like. And to be honest, I was a little surprised that these were priced at $150 USD or 180 Canadian, which I felt like it was a little bit high. With that said though, it does incorporate full-length boosts, so I guess that sort of explains why. But the way I see this is it's much more of a casual shoe. And I think once you start getting up close to 200 Canadian dollars, usually those pairs are reserved for more premium shoes or for performance. With that said though, this is still a very solid shoe from Adidas, so let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this pair. Is this something you guys can see yourself rocking? Is it just an issue with the colorway? Or is this just a pass altogether? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esgo8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.